Here they come. Say a few words with the judges there.
Durham, what are you eating? What are you eating?
I'll let you know now. Okay, whenever you're ready. Okay, Pat, anytime.
Okay, Ed, you're the judge here today. How did the boys get in contact with you?
Well, I work with the Department of Agriculture Provincial, and we're involved in the Extension Department with sheep, beef, dairy farmers, and Tom Power contacted me about 3 weeks ago and invited me out to judge the sheep fair this year. And I would say I'm very pleased with the number of people that came out and the number of sheep. It looks like it has a good future this year.
I know it seems like a very complicated process and time-consuming when you're judging. What kind of characteristics are you looking for?
Yes, it is complex, especially when you have 30 sheep that you have to judge, and the animals are basically all in the same shape. Also, a problem that I encounter is if we have different breeds of sheep in the same group, then we have different sizes and different body shapes. So it is difficult in that sense. But what I try to do when I'm judging sheep is, number one, look at the teeth and make sure that the teeth are in good shape. The pad that above the teeth of the sheep, make sure that is in correct alignment with the teeth so the animal can eat properly. Also, I like to see a healthy looking animal, and that means that there's no ticks visible, that there's not much manure around the tail. A lot of times manure around the tail means that there's a worm problem, parasite problem, and we try to judge against this and select the healthier animals. As well, in the ram, we look at testicles. The animal has to have a good, healthy testicles. If it's not, if it doesn't, then the animal probably won't be able to breed. So we're looking at, will that animal be able to produce properly when it becomes mature? And this is a very important aspect of it. Also, your wool is important, and we like to see a nice healthy growth of wool. If the animal is undernourished, then you'll see it losing its wool, and it'll look generally in poor condition. The feet and legs are important in an animal, in any animal, beef, dairy, sheep, and we want to see good, strong legs and feet on an animal. Foot rot is a definite no-no for any sheep producer, and we judge against that as well. So what we're looking at mainly when judging sheep is that the animal has to be sound in order that it'll gain properly, it'll be able to feed properly, and that it will be able to survive. Down the Cape Shore here, the conditions are far from ideal as far as weather, and they have to be able to walk a long ways to forage. So, we like to see these strong characteristics in the sheep.
Would you say sheep breeders are generally aware of those kind of characteristics that you would look for in judging?
I think so. As I said, the characteristics that we're looking at are from a production standpoint, and any animal that really doesn't perform will normally die. if in the instance of foot rot, it'll become infected and can't get around. So indirectly, I think that they are very aware of it and do select for strong animals.
Generally, sheep on the Cape Shore, how do they compare with sheep in other parts of the province?
I think they compare very favorably. Today I've noticed a lot of Scottish blackface animals, and that's a good breed of sheep. We don't see a lot of those on the other parts of the province. We see more Cheviot and Suffolk breeds, and I think this is a good breed to look for because it is a hardy animal. The animal is has good mothering abilities, and we'll be able to take most of the harsh conditions that you have here on this coast. And considering the type of pasture and that they have here, I think they're doing very well.
What's the future in sheep raising?
Well, I know from our department standpoint that many at one time thought that sheep raising was dying out. We were seeing a lot of towns and communities with a lot of dogs. We were seeing a lot of sheep getting killed. Therefore, the profits of the sheep producer would go down drastically. So that's what we thought, but what we're seeing now in the last year or so is a big increase in sheep production, particularly in this area, and it's really good to see because we all thought that the industry was dying out, but I think we got a great future for sheep production here in Newfoundland. And sometimes with the sheep.
You lost the bill!
I don't wish to oversimplify sheep raising, but is there one main piece of advice you'd have for sheep raisers?
Well, I think if you can follow through on the basics of sheep production, proper worming, sheep dipping, try to get some fertilizer on your pastures and hayland to increase the productivity of that land. I would also say in the winter, I think maybe there's some more need for increased amount of grain being fed. I think this past spring we've seen a problem with high mortality in lambs, and this could be a problem because of a low level of feeding to the mother. There wasn't enough grain going into the animal, and therefore the milk production wasn't as high as it could be, and possibly the fetus in the mother wasn't developed as it should. So I think increase grain and try to control parasites, and in the spring and summer try to fertilize your pastures.
Okay, Ed, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
So this is going to be shown around St. Bride's.
Yeah.